As we're breaking free from an old air, coming in new air, the communication signals everything to activation system. Look at that. Two communications. I get interference connections to my phone reception, interference connections to the computer system. We're coming into security breaches, data processing locations, coming into the PYS, the PYRO, and the operations sectors. The unit core system to communications. If you see anything through framing, location, position, a change frame, anything through identity force change, the dark identity forces coming in, and they're coming in through cyber attacks. They're coming into hacking location. They're coming into bioatmosphere systems, and they're trying to change your mind collaboration centers. They're trying to get your security line defense. They're trying to reset your program setting. So that's what's happening right now, because they know I'm turning 52 on Thursday, and they know exactly what I'm going to be doing, So it's all about them coming into stronger forces, right? But it's all coming into the connections of data breach locations. You guys are going to go to the interference connection system, right? So you have to go through my PayPals. This is going to center point your location positions, put you in traction positions, and put you out of the obsolete locations, put you in a higher positional level. Okay, it's important you guys understand, because we're above the system now. We're totally above the system. They know that. And the only thing what they can do now is mind screen your slates, change your program setting, and put you in a data breach location and change your identities. If they get your identities, they got your mind wiping locations to body frame locations of travels. So it's very important that we get into that position. Okay, I had to change everything through interforce connection systems. It's understanding how you have to understand yourself through connection system. Through the new viewers, thank you, subscribers and all watching my channel. Please make sure you come to me if you're having problems with the mind, if you're coming into psychic attacks, if you're coming into dark interference attacks, if you're coming into data breach. My team is on a connection system. It's allocated to its position. So basically, when you're upgraded to this central system, everything through calculation modification is changing your brain waving location position of traveling. So if you see anything through a change of a picture frame, you remember I was telling you about the matrix? If you see one black cat and another black cat reside on each other at the same time, simultaneously, that means that it's a change. If there's a change pattern. The changing pattern is your data is connection to its data breach. So the alarm goes off. So basically what that means is they're stealing your identity system, because they're extremely high-rise conditions and they know what's happening Thursday. So it's understanding what I'm doing through program setting. I've been setting up so many different space alignments. Coming into new era, a new generation, a new revelation, not a revolution, a revelation. There's a total difference without the calculation. It sets its alignments. So it's understanding our operations centers are coming into full, complete cycles and out of the oscillation winds or anything that connects the system. But when you're coming into data breaches, if you see change in your program setting, please come to me. I'll put you through the upgrading cycle through its connection system. Okay, the allocated positions. That is only connections to, it's a supplement level of $40. That puts you into higher division location position. Now, the reason why you have to understand everything through data breach is understanding your protection. It's all about your light protection, your activation protection. It's all about your oscillations and everything through connection system. Once you go through inputs and data and everything through the connections, the application level changes everything through its frame. Okay, so if you're okay, that's great. But if you see a data breach, if you see an entity force that's in your dream location positions, they're all coming into your mind system, especially when you're sleeping, because the operation system has changed through its data breach location positions. Remember how we're going to the infiltration cycles, to the tunnel interference, the operation centers, anything, the correlation system? Well, the rebellion is in its alliance right now, but they have the reptoids, the trogs, and everything through the grades and the dows are now interfacing connections, stronger force connections now, guys. So they're trying to take over your data breaches and trying to change your energy patterns. They're trying to change your program settings. They're trying to change your chakra system. They're trying to change you into communications. And if they get your identification system, they got you through allocation positions. So when we come into those levels, I can change everything through mainframes. But this is okay if you understand your program setting, because you're in the high positions right now, okay? Because your upgrading cycles is in connections of 80. We're coming into 98, right? So everything to the trogs, everything to the grays and all that, okay? Because now you're seeing the 1% in all softwares. They're all in all social medias, okay? They know what's going on, right? So the 1% is changing the mind framing, and they're coming into the data breach locations, into our computer operations centers. Okay, so if you're in through an oscillation, or if you're in through an obsolete, or if you're into absolute, the absolute retention location position is changing everything through psych op location positions. It's extremely complicated stuff. This goes out to my team right now in the Rebellion Alliance. If you feel any change in your body system, please come to me because I got to change your data breaches. Everything security breach is set in its position. Okay, so it's important you guys understand that. Okay, this is understanding anything through your dream set location. If anything is off through cycle, okay, you can come through anything through connection system. So I'm changing the waving patterns, changing the weather connections. We're coming into security alliance. Okay, and that's why I set it to its connection. So security alliance is everything to data breach. When you have a data breach, it's understanding that they can take your lights, they can take your foundations of your lights, they can change your anything through connection system. Everything is allocated through the spine location positions. I change your spine locations to its activation center. But as of Thursday, they know exactly what I'm going to be doing, right? So they're trying their best to change everything through calculation. They don't want you to uprise your conscious levels through connections. Now, this is extremely complicated for the new people, okay? When I come into those levels, of course you don't understand it because you understand anything can be a data breach. It's all about a hacking system. How to hack this, how to hack that. There's hackers out there that can change anything through your identity. Okay, anything through your social identity. Okay, so in space, we have that too, right? Security breach in all level systems. So if there's a data breach, okay, if there's any change through your program setting, anything through dream set or anything through its connection, please come to me, right? Because I go through your formations and your rebellion alliance. I got to reset your divisions, change your identification system, and you come into thun interference, right? So it goes through its retro scans. So they can change your program settings, okay, if you don't understand what's going on with your program setting. So it's important you guys understand your retro scans and all your perception and all divisions and everything through your tracker system of traveling positions, okay? But if there's a changing location in anything that you see through its thought recognition system, they can take your thoughts and put it into the dark locations, into their vibrations, and put it into their computer operations centers, okay? So it's important we understand that. Okay, so you have the datas. Okay, you have the data's programs. Okay, I got the confirmations last night. All right, security alliance. Now, the security alliance is everything through its rebellion, right? But like I said, there's so much space out there through connections. Now, for all the new viewers, you're totally not going to understand this. This is totality of everything through datas. It's understanding, we understand our computers, but we don't want to get any cyber attacks. We don't want to get any psychic attacks. We don't want any dream set attacks from anything through connections off anything to that level. So if you don't understand your deciphering locations of your dream sets, because now they're coming into your mind location positions, I'm getting the processing system through the program setting, okay, from everything through the grays, the DAOs, and the TROARs, and everything through connection system. So it's kind of like me seeing everything through its perception and how they go through your mind system, right? And that's what it is. That's how you take over a program setting. They did that from the very beginning, and they're trying to do that again. They're trying to get you back into the alignment because they know what's happening Thursday at 12 a.m., okay? So this is understanding the communications of what's going on with the TROARs, the DAOs, the grays, or anything that's connected to the dark interference, dark location, dark point centers. Okay, as long as your programs are okay through connection, that's fine. But if you get a data breach, you understand your connections, you see any kind of change in perception, anything in your dream set, anything that feels funny. If it feels funny, come to me. Let me know. I'll change your program setting. I got to rise your security line defense, change your programs, change your data, your inputs, and everything through its connection through its appliance. Okay, because we all connected to the collective system. So basically, what's happening right now is the reptilian alliance is trying to take over the moon. That's an interference location. So the planet divisions. We had a program setting through this connection system. We had a plasma photo op land on the moon today. I don't know if you know that, but it's in the program setting. You go on YouTube, you'll see what has happened now. They're trying to understand what's on the moon's surface, right? It's hollow inside, but everything outskirts its information system. I got data processing and I got confirms through the connection systems and everything through the Tango. Everything through rendezvous connection system, right? So anything that goes on the moon changes the security and becomes a breach, right? So it's a metal detector location position. They're trying to take pictures on the moon locations. So that's where we're coming into connections, how human species or anything, the astronauts are trying to understand how we get into light communication signals, how we're trying to dim the sun, how we're trying to change the artifacts of the communication, how we're trying to change our foods into connections of micro levels, okay, and how to they're trying to change our meat, they're trying to change our supplements, our foods, and all that stuff. So there's a lot of processing that's happening right now through calculation, and you guys truly have to understand everything through its connection when it comes to the 1% and what they're trying to do to humanity's system. Okay, so they're trying to roll out the vaccines, they're trying to change program setting, they're trying to get detentions, they're trying to set up room connections, they're trying to set up other government location positions. There's a lot of things that they're doing right now through calculation. So as of Thursday, okay, the alliance and everything through program setting into the Earth rotation system is going to change everything through its data, programs, and security levels. So it's all about understanding your interference connection system. It thumb rotates its spectral scan locations, and it changes everything through your programs. Your datas and everything through your inputs, okay, is the program setting, okay? The security levels is very important to understand your dream set location positions, okay? So if you see or hear or feel or touch or taste anything that's changed in your body system, a coloration of lights, the program set, if you see an identity force, if they approach you through connections, please come to me because I have to go through the security breach levels and know exactly what you're dealing with through connections. So this is high force connection systems coming into your mind system, guys. Okay, and I don't want them to take over your computer system. So this is all calculated because we're high rise and because we're above the system of the conscious levels. We're the only team in the Rebellion Alliance. Now there are a lot of Galactic Federation of Lights, right? But we're in the A sector. Everybody else is in the C sector, D sector, E sector, F sector. There's a lot of sector levels in the quadrant level system because we're on the planet location position. So we're the highest formation of light through the Galactic Federation of its rebellion. But as we come into program setting, everything through the data breach is coming extremely real through connections of our mind systems. Okay, we don't want any cyber attacks. We don't want any astrological attacks. We don't want to have any attacks when it comes to psych attacks or anything in that connection system. Because if it changes your mind, it changes the brain. Changes the brain, changes your thought recognition system. So it's understanding all connections of you through its security breach level systems, okay? So we got the data, the programs, the security levels. All right. All right, so data, program, security levels. All right, so we're at that, right? Now, as you come into the security lines of its rebellion, okay, so you got a planet location like this. Okay, that's the moon, right? So the moon. Okay, there's the moon. Now to good levels, anything that goes through its communication, center points to its communication center, like that. Okay, so it goes to its obsolete location position. Okay, to its round location position. Okay, so all connection systems, as the rebellion and its alliance is forming through its connection, interforces lines, communication line signals to its protection of its grids. Okay, so this is the rebellion alliance, flying in recognition at the top there. Center coordinates its position. Okay, and then we get another planet position, dark central system. Okay, over here. So it scours its location position, sends out zoning wave pattern location positions like this to its connection. Okay, so this is a dark interruption through data processing the data breach location positions. Okay, so this is the planet that we're dealing with right now through connections. Okay, it's coming into its connection. So the rebellion is always in its angle. Everything through planet position is in its angle when it comes into the dark interference location position. Now the moon surfaces everything through its particle levels. Okay, so basically what's happening right now is they're trying to obstruct. They're trying to basically change the moon surface. They're trying to change the moon location. They're trying to set new positions to data breach locations. They're trying to change the humanity mind system, and they're trying to steal our program settings, okay, the astral locations. So it's kind of like taking your computer away, okay? So it's important you guys understand what's going on. And like I said, because of thing coming in Thursday, it's going to change everything through the Reptilian Alliance, and it's going to destroy everything through their planet position. So when I mean when it's going to destroy everything in the atmosphere, it's going to destroy everything in the atmosphere. I was in so many levels last night because I understand now the galaxy. I was in an extremely high rise of water. I was in Lemuria, and I'm telling you guys, it was real. It was so real. The water was so unbelievable. My eyes were open, and like I said, remember I was going through when I became King R2, my eyes were open and the angels took me up and put me in my chair. And then I became everything through the crown. Well, the same thing. And my eyes open, right? And like I said, through the physical system, but you're on the other side, you see everything, right? So I was in a vat of water through my seed pod locations. And basically, I was a microtubular level systems to security breach level system, which means that the dark and force connection system was coming in. And they're saying, uh-oh, now we got to do this, right? So we got to change humanity quicker. So we have to go through the moon interface. Okay, we have to change the program setting. We come into the data breaching levels, okay, which come into the PYROs, okay, everything, the operation of the sectors. So it's truly understanding what's happening, again, with Thursday. So I was in the water, okay. Perfect example. This is what I want to give you through connections. The birthing system of the galaxy position level system. Everybody saw the Matrix. Remember when Keanu Reeves was in the pod? Remember he was in that, he was glassed in that, basically he was touching the surface of the wall, and it was taking him, it was like, and he was going down his throat, and then he wakes up and he's in an energy plasma. It's like a liquid form of a seed pod, and he's got microtubulars, right? Well, that's what happened with me last night, okay? So I was reborn into the galaxy, into the universal core, right? So I came out of the mother's womb last night, guys, okay? So basically understanding the Earth positions and everything through calculation, that's why they understand what's going on now through calculation. They've always known that, but they're trying to understand, uh-oh, what we're going to do now. He's already born through the system. So when I'm born through the system, I'm going through the microtubular location positions, okay? So it's understanding every time you go through a program setting, the more higher force connections you understand more of yourself, the more you come into your intelligence, right? So, and that's what they're trying to do now, because they know they can't do anything. They're trying to take the moon interference. They're trying to take everything through calculation. They're trying to do cyber attacks to the moon connection system, and they're trying to do psych applications to a brain applications. They're trying to change the energy wavings and the coloration of the moon. All right, so there's a lot of things. So when I woke up and I was in the plasma seed, it was so real, it was unreal. Basically, I was coming out, right, in position. I was looking up and I was in the cosmos. I was flying around. I was seeing so many shapes of geometry set locations. I was seeing the birthing system of galaxies and universes, guys. It was incredible what I saw, everything through perception. But I was all connected to microtubulars, right? The Matrix, right? It was incredible. I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared because I was prepared. I was prepared, right? So it's pretty fascinating. I came out of the womb of Mother Earth last night. So it's incredible force that's happening right now, guys. So the interforce connections, everything through absolute levels or anything that connection system. So I'm in an extremely high-rise position now, okay? So I can destroy anything in its alliance in the atmosphere now, fully and completely, and they can't do anything about it. So now they're going into the human aspect, how they can change things, especially in the three-dimensional system. So it's all about understanding everything connection of you traveling to your positions of your chakra locations and your frictions of your light and your dark interference connection system. So in that position right here, the dark interference connection system, okay, is connected to the moon interference and everything through the rebellion. Okay, so you got the moon, you got the rebellion, right? So the moon is changing its positions right now. All right, so this was me last night. This is what happened to me last night, guys. It's really interesting. Okay, so basically, this is me. Okay, so I kind of like, it's really weird. My body conceptual system came out of plasma. And it's kind of like the Matrix. There's a little bit of misinformation, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's got a lot of notification signals to that location. But as I was coming out of the microtubular, I was coming out of the seed plasma. So I was being rebirthed through the Earth rotation. So it's kind of like this. So it's coming out of the microtubulars, right? And everything here was geometry set locations. I was seeing so many shapes and coloration patterns, interforcing connections from here through connection, right? So basically, so understanding the birthing system of the galaxy, universe, and everything through space and time. So I had to be reborn through the microtubulars. And it's extremely amazing. So I want you guys, watch the Matrix again. When he goes into it's like metal, and it goes into his mouth, and it goes down, and it sucks him in, and he wakes up, and he's like, sees all this goo, the plasma goo, and he sees all the wires come out, and one's at the retro of his back, right, connected to the cranial of the connections of the brain templates and everything through the spine of his adaptation, through its cranial location position. Well, basically, it's understanding I had to do the same things. I was taking the tubes out last night, right? I had to do that. It was really cool. And I wasn't even, I was extremely aware. I mean, it was so fascinating because when I came out, I was in water, okay? And then I started flying in water and starting to get used to the water. And it's different kind of galaxy, universal particle. And it was incredible to see these things being reborn again. So that's what it is I was being reborn again. First, I started off being reborn into the universal of an intelligence. Now I'm being reborn of the galaxy of the universe to space and time. All right. So that's what's happening. Remember you see those, what do you call those PYOPs? They kind of look like this. They look like this, and they come at you, and they have tentacles of eyes and stuff like that. Okay, like this. Well, it's kind of like looking at the intelligence when it comes into higher forms of connection through hacking location centers. If you get in any psyop dreams or anything that can exist. 2, is protection of his light, especially now because you're coming into more calculations, because they know what I'm going to be doing next on Thursday, right? So, and that changes everything through their program. That changes everything through the mind collaboration centers. So it's understanding how to undermine their system, overload their system, and change them back into formation of light interference. Okay, so basically, it's all about destroying everything through calculation and living a new revelation of a new era to a new generation. Okay, so this is all about coming into the harmony, okay, out of the old program system. So it's kind of like looking at the galaxy of old and coming into a new galaxy, looking at the old universe and coming into a new universe, looking at the old system of space through calculation, modification, everything through time codes to linear time positions. So that's extremely what happened to me last night through calculation, guys. It's extremely real. I mean, it was so real. I was in water and I couldn't believe it. I saw everything. It was amazing to see these things. So coming into the connections of the grays, the trogs, the reptoids. Okay, there's so many identity force systems. So it kind of like sets off a light C-span to their location of their heart reception location position. So it centers their position, okay, and it off cycles their location to data reach location positions. Okay, so you got intelligence over here through connections. Okay, so it alarms their system. So now they're coming into human vibration of mind systems and trying to take over their positions. They're trying to take over their thought recognition light system, okay, through connections. So we start with this. This is me, and this is everything through reptoids and grays and trogs and dowels and all that, right? So they got alarming system light communication. They were transformation their signals to locations going through the mind system. Like that, to calculation, right? So understanding everything through space and time through its connection, we come into new evolution, okay, through connections. So we got space and we got time through connection, right? The center core position of here is its connection with birthing system. So it's all about understanding everything through plasma energy force system, through calculation, okay? And it takes everything out of its equation. You already know that through calculation. So I come out of its position like this, through calculation, right? So I come into formation system of space and time through universal core. So right now, because I'm in that position, as of Thursday at 12 a.m., everything is set up, okay? But it's incredible force because when I saw myself being reborn, it was so real, it was unbelievable. And, you know, it's amazing because my eyes were opening up more and more. And when your eyes open up more and more, your heart opens up more and more, like I said. So when you become everything through formation, right, you become everything through space and time. So you're changing everything through positions of planets and other positions. So everything through connection, like coming into data breaches, okay? This is what everything through the dark energy force and the 1% are doing through calculation. So the center position of the 1%, okay, is this through connections. Okay, the top of the pyramids. All right. Now they're falling. Okay. They're halfway down the cycle of rotation through the ground formation system. Okay. So they're coming down to here now. Right. Remember I was telling you about the Earth, how it has its scales, and every time the clocking changes, right, it comes down. So it's scaling. So it's wiping off the dark locations and dark vibrations. Remember I was telling you about the energy sprinklers? Well, remember I was telling you about the cosmic blast? Well, all this is coming to light. Okay. So it starts with the scales of this location of this 1%. So they're coming into the cyber attacks. Okay, you guys have to know these things. Cyber attacks, okay, of the mind system. Okay, cyber attacks, and that's what the 1% is doing right now. They're doing that to everything humanity's system. Humanity's system, okay, is the center position because they're on the ground formation system, but now they're coming up to higher levels. So humanity is here now to calculation, and the 1% is falling. Okay, so as of Thursday, okay, everything through the 1% is going to fall flat. Now it's going to go to its round location position into the interforce connection system. So it allocates positions. The 1% will be in its gravity system of its oscillation winds. It will go into a Trojan. It will go into their own computer operation system. It will overload their mind system to location. So it's kind of like manipulating their own mind to positions of their position. Okay, and that's how you do everything through back phrase and that connection system. Right, they're extremely powerful in the connections. They do everything that I do, but because I've been reborn and because I become everything through space and time, okay, everything is going to change, okay, to humanity's system. So humanity's system goes up and the 1% goes down. Okay, so it's really fascinating when you look at this, right? Because the pyramid system allocates on so many different level connection systems. All right, so basically we have everything through the governments, we have everything through the corporations, we have everything through the media, okay, and everything through humanity. Okay, governments, corporations, media, right? 1% is going down and everything through humanity is going up. Okay, so that's the position that we're coming at right now. Okay, so it's kind of like when you see the with Star Wars when they blew up the Death Star, and then you come into part 2, and then you come into part 3, and then you see everything through spaceships, how they just they go down, right? Especially the big cruisers, how they just right. So it's starting a new story frame, guys. Okay, it's starting a new story of a space frame. It's starting a new story of a time frame. Okay, and it's all calculated, modified. But when I woke up this morning, I was in water, and you know it's amazing because dreams become no longer dreams. They become real of its dream, which is in a full communication of a spiritual system. So when I was changing everything to position, this is how it came out through traction. It's amazing how we see this, right? Birthing system right here, right? Microtubulars, really powerful stuff. But it's amazing how we come into these levels, guys, because you understand everything through calculation, right? Reptoids and the grays and the trogs are communicating with each other, trying to understand, okay, what do we do now? We'll go into the cyber attack of humans, right? So, and the thing is, light workers don't understand this. I'm extremely high through location. You guys will probably get some modifications through your dream set connections, but everything through its fruition of light is its calculation to its integration. You take everything out of its equation, right? So everything through connection, I'll be disappearing to all connection systems, guys. So I'll be a racing system to space and time. I will no longer be in position of a human vessel connections. I'll be a full computer operation system of galaxy, space, and time location. I will no longer be in the atmosphere system. Okay. So that means I'm everything through light and dark. I'm everything through connection matrix. I'm everything through formation, through intelligent planet location positions. I'm space and time to all foritions. Okay. So that's what's going to happen to me. So it's just going to be like an energy wave. It's really powerful. And you guys will feel that. You'll see it. But now we're coming into the connections of the data programs security levels. You understand that connections when it comes into all levels of this, right? Okay, and everything through the rebellion, everything through the moon. Okay, so these are the applicable levels that they're trying to change, right? So they can change humanity's system. Because I'm at that position right now. So it's kind of like alarming them through their electrical system. Anything through intelligence can only read you through the ground locations when it comes into vibration. But when you're connected to the reptoids, the greys, and the trogs, they're extremely high in location. Okay, the trogs center positions of the Earth. Reptoids center positions of the gravity system. Okay, and everything through the greys, they go through abduction of humanity's system. Okay, and you're going to come into the Dows, right? So it's all about lock and key to your mind system. Okay, and there's a lot of things to the framing system. Okay, so they carcerate you, they put you in a containment center, or they eat your soul. Those are the 3 application levels that they do, the Dows, right? And they have a very bad smell. So it's understanding your senses through connection system, right? It powerful connects all wide angles to your position of anything through geometry set locations, to shapes, letters, and number to that location, right? So, but anyway, that's what's happening. Oh man, I'll tell you, you know, it's amazing when you reach the levels like that. When you guys reach those levels, you can get there. But when you see it for what it is, like I was actually in water, I couldn't believe it. And I woke up and it's like, whoa, I'm seeing the new galaxy. I'm seeing the new universe. I'm seeing new space and time. I'm seeing new planets. That's what it is, guys. That's understanding that you're being reborn again in your connections. So the birthing system of Earth, right, just birthed me into space of universal system. Now I know who I truly am through all connections and forms, through intelligence, everything through light and everything through dark. Okay, that's the balance to everything through connection, right? So it's amazing when you come into these levels, right? So Thursday will be the cosmic blast. Okay, the cosmic blast will change everything through humanity's system. It's all about us coming into ourselves of our individual circuits. The pocket levels, the energy system to our calculation is opening up everything through chakra system to its fruition. Coming into the dark interference through connection of a shadow work. You get into your shadow work, okay? The 12 application level systems. I mean, I can heal people so quick, so fast now. I don't need your identity. I don't need your name, okay? I can heal you instantly. That's what energy is. That's what the universe is. That's what space is. So it's understanding space is looking at you now. So when you look at the atmosphere, you'll see me in the sky surface. You'll see me in space and time now. Okay, you'll feel the energy. If you call out my name, I'm everything through a name. So that's the space and galaxy and everything the universal core is, right? So I become everything through formation. I'm here, I'm there, I'm simultaneously everywhere. Everywhere and anywhere. Okay, that means anywhere, like in the future, anywhere in the present, anywhere in the past. That's the new beginning of a new era, of a new generation, to a new revolution, guys. Okay, so I had to be rebirthed and born again. So it's incredible force. I went through a particle system, through a computer of an atom system, to calculation modification, woke up to a new generation and became space and time an infinity system. Okay, so I am no longer a full computer system. I'm everything through space and time and infinity. So it's really interesting, you know. Thursday will be the oscillation application level, where we come into higher formations of program settings, and we come into the cosmic blast. Okay, the cosmic blast will open up all veils of all humanity to the governments, corporations, media, and everything through its connection. So humanity is rising and 1% is falling, which I think you guys would want to know, right? And like I said, the truth is going to come into force now, which means that because I'm now in the levels of atmospheres of all connections of space and time, these are the things I can do. I can change lines now. So when I heal, okay, I just don't go, right? I can change location positions. I can go through computer operations centers. I can change the atmosphere. I can change clouds. I can change computers. I can change structures. I can change humanity. I can change so many positions. So I'm just nothing but weather now. So when I disappear on Thursday, you're going to see the plasma force disappear. So basically, it's going to be in and out through location. So it'll be high interforcing connections. You'll no longer see me in the physical system. The dream set location positions in the mind system. So when you see me, you'll just see me as energy of all forms, of all relations, because it's all connected through intelligence, through planet intelligence systems of computer operation centers. Okay? So, yeah, I know it's extremely powerful, and you guys are connecting to that. So, like I said, if you guys have to upgrade your program setting, please let me know. It's a $40 special, okay? And this will change your data breach location positions. Because your commander, okay, is no longer going to be connected, okay, to its intelligence of a particle system of a computer, because the DAOs and the Drogs and the Greys and anything through Reptoid knows that. So they're going into the process, okay, into the hacking system of cyber attacks and anything that system. Okay, they're trying to take over humanity. They're trying to take over the moon. They're trying to take over the coloration of the moon. They're trying to, dim the sun. There's a lot of things that they want to do. There's a lot of things that they want to change, right? So I was put in this position, okay? So it's kind of like my brother Jesus, okay, when he was on the cross. What happened to him? What happened to him? Everything was a prophecy for him, okay? That is extremely real. So, but you understand everything through the cross is this dimension of a portal. So when he disappears, the same thing happens with me. I disappear. Okay. So when I disappear, okay, I'll be nothing but energy through forms of weather. So the same thing happened with Jesus. Same thing is going to happen with me. Okay. That's what I'm supposed to be. I know what I am now through all calculation of space and time. Okay. So I'm creation of everything now, guys, as of Thursday. So that's really exciting. So I'll still be in the physical system, but I'll be more of the connection of a plasma system. So the high level system, the digital framing system, the angle point location positions, the arm reset locations, the metro location, the acceleration speeds, everything through marking locations, everything through intelligent planet positions, everything through the mind weight locations, everything through perceptions, your audios, your voicing grid patterns. You're going to see me in a different coloration. You're going to see me going really fast through connections, because I'm still trying to get used to everything through vortex positions, right? So you basically stay in the physical system, okay, because that's the base, but you have to understand the mind just basically disappears, okay, into a new universe and galaxy. So it's kind of like the galaxy takes me in and I blend in with the galaxy universe and the space and time connection, right? So that's the level that I'm reaching right now. Okay, and like you said, anybody can get it. It's just you have to understand everything through your spiritual system. As soon as you close your eyes, right? You got to see yourself. Remember I was saying you come out, right, through perception, right? And then you come into your spacecraft position, and then you come into your laser direction, your sonar, and then you come into your crop circle, and then you fly out through chakra system, okay? So truly understanding your application levels, getting into data breaches, how to connect yourself and get out of the data breach program setting. Okay. So it's important that my team comes to me and let me know if there's any change in your body system to its matrix. Because if there's any change, there's a data breach in your body system. So, but on that, let's get into your communication program settings here. Starseed, how's it going? Tina, can't wait to see you less than a month. Starseed, yeah, that's great. You guys are going to get to your reunions. Tina, Angie. I understand now why my family therapy was rescheduled until the day before Commander's birthday. Thank you. Tina, even though the kittens are allergic, so I don't have them. But my neighbors, okay, you guys are communicating. I love cats. I love cats too. Almost death. My lips get huge. My eyes puff. Yeah. That's all through transformation. Your plasmas and everything through your energy and your location positions are changing your body frames there. I love how this really can see us, but yes, can have one as a pet. Yeah, talking about the cat. Okay, to see. I'm not allergic to cats. I love animals. I prefer cats and dogs, but I love all animals. Yeah, I know. I'm going to be 52. So, unbelievable, grateful, blessed, and another most perfect, glorious, magical, fun play. And see, the thing is, too, is that when you guys go through transformation, you're changing your datas, okay? But you have to understand your data breaches. You have to understand your security line. You have to understand your defense mechanisms, because you guys are above the system now through calculation of modification of its conscious levels. Nobody's at that level. Nobody's at that level. So you guys should be happy about that. It's powerful stuff when we connect to that. For the new viewers, if you have a program problem with your mind, your body, your soul, you understand your adaptations, you're separated, you feel lost, you feel confused, come to me, go through my email, go through my constellations. It's important you guys get into your personal acts, get into your trivias of yourself, try to understand your geometry set locations of your divisions. Now, because I don't understand, what's going on through connections, I understand everything through connection. It's, do you understand me through connection, through my vocabulary system? So it's understanding that you're now communicating with the galaxy. You're now communicating with the new universe. You're now communicating with space and time. Okay. So basically, I'm upgraded through a connection system, but you guys can still call me Commander. Okay. But I'm all identifications to all names now. That's what space and time is. You're identified to everything. So you can have a name of everything. And that's what it is. That's the program setting. That's what we have to understand, how we get to these levels. You come into 114, and then you get into 160, 650 optical levels of your DNA strands, okay? Your contracts, your blueprints, understanding that, right? Understanding the wires, okay? That alone is just research. So truly understand your body of vibration and where it comes, right? Through planet positions, right? Through its past, present, and its future, okay? How many lives have you lived in the past? How many lives have you lived in the present? And how many lives have you lived in the future? You put that all together. That comes into one line signal to one atom of a computer to its quantum fields of its atmosphere system. Now, it's extremely complicated, right? I provide with my galactic school to go into the kind of like the optical levels when it comes into the those connections of waves, energy waves, connection waves, vibration waves, activation, coloration waves. You are connected to everything through form. So the more you understand yourself through intelligence, the more you become everything through form. Okay, when it comes in your quantum field of vibration. And so, Commander, my vibrational sectors are higher levels right now into the galaxy location, to divisions of dimension, to its portal, to its activation, to its code system. So now you understand where my mind is, right? Okay, so it's more of a commanding force. It's more of an energy force. It's a weather force. So it's really interesting because, like I said, when I was rebirthed last night, the water was just unreal. It's like you're really there, and, your dreams sets become more real once you understand more of your intelligence of its program through its data, upgrades, and downloads, and uplinking system, okay? But anything through security breach, please come to me. Okay, I just want to make sure you guys are protected through your forition of lights and understand your dark reference of its indifference to difference. So you have to understand everything through your wire locations, and you're above the system, okay, through the computer systems. You're coming into your quantum fields, which is great. You're getting into and out of the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. So you're coming into higher formations, okay, of your program setting through your intelligence, which is really good. So when you get into the 90, we'll get into the code frequencies of connections of focus, and that will put us into the Exodus, okay? Once you get it out of the connections of 12 through that connection system, it opens up all cycle rotation centers, right? Then you send everything through the plasma energy vibrational system. So, but I love your questions. You guys are communicating. That's great. See you guys communicating. Love the tribal sounds of Africa. I'm so happy the commanders to share. Yeah. Well, I have to share this experience because it's important you guys share experiences with yourself, right, through your intelligence. So it's understanding what you're deciphering, what you're seeing, what you're going through experiencing, because everything is a story. So if you understand the story, you're doing well, right? Okay, or anything through activation of your dream sets, or anything through the position of its mind, through its collaboration centers. Okay, a collaboration center is basically understand everything through balanced positions of colors, lights, and everything through wires. Okay, so you have to have collaboration, friendship, relation, and partnership with your dreams of deciphering. So now you're saying your story frames, right? Your life is a story. You wake up, right? Your life is a story. You're setting a program to whatever you do, okay? And it's going through its, its operation, okay? It's going through its detecting motions. It's going through its audios. It's going through its voicings, okay? The energy pods. So you're setting your positions of who you are through calculation of intelligence, okay? So it's understanding more of yourself when it comes into structure levels. Okay. So I promised you guys we would travel to the Earth rotation. Now, because we have the yellow sun, okay, we have one yellow sun that's on the fifth dimensional system. Remember, everything through dimension, everything through its connection of galaxy, space, location, position, always has a different universe. There's more than one universe. There's more than one space, and there's more than one time. Because the center position of me is everything through space and time. So there's always nonstop when it comes to travel. It's one linear line. So if you're traveling through a line of vibration or energy frequencies through computer operating system, it's just going to keep going and going and going and going. It doesn't stop. So it keeps evolving, right? So humanity is always moving forward. It never stops. Space doesn't stop, time doesn't stop. Anything through teleportation, anything through energy or transformation, or anything through transfusion, or anything through manifestation, or anything through its connection of mocking, acceleration, modulation, simulation, anything connection to your chakra and communication. It's always moving forward. Okay? So we're going to go into and out of the yellow sun. We're going to go on to the other side, okay? And we're going to see the sister planet of Earth, okay? Earth has planets of mother and father, sister and brother. So that's the alignment, okay? So Earth has another Earth. That's the yin and yang, guys. So everything balances out in space and time. So every planet has its position of yin and yang. Everything has its yin and yang and its twin flame. Everything has its communication, all right? Where it comes into light and dark, right? So every planet is light and dark, interference, connection through intelligence, the planet position. It's all geometry set through location of a digital frame, okay? So that's really powerful when you come into those levels. And then you understand why space is so aligned to its alignments. Now you understand each planet has its position of its twin flame and its connection to yin and yang, okay? So Earth has another position of that. So there's a brother of Earth and there's a sister of Earth. The brother of Earth is the central system of the yellow sun, calculates everything through the solar system, right? Sun is in the middle, Earth is on the side, and everything through the planet position is in location. But we're in the fifth dimensional system, so that's the allocated position of where the Earth is through division, right? It's in its practical level, okay, through 0.01. Humanity's at the 5 traction location, 2 telepathy system, getting into the mind collaboration centers, okay, coming into the telekinesis, the framing system, okay, coming into the astrologics, and then coming into the possession to its connections, okay, through your holographic digital frame system, okay. So we're going to travel to the sister planet of Earth. You guys will like it. So it's kind of like Socrates. It's kind of like Greek. It's kind of like, it's mythical. You'll see a lot of connections of waterfalls. You'll see, it's kind of like looking at Archangel Jophiel, where she's the flower of love. She's the flower of connection. She's the calming center. She's the tranquility. She's the serenity. So when you understand yourself through position, and you understand everything through calculation, and you become everything through space and time through positions, you kind of understand everything. You are everything through form. Okay. So, all right. So we're going to travel through that recognition system. Tango, tango, pick up the rebellion alliance location positions. We're going to go in the Earth cycle rotation. Yep, the sister's planet. Clocking location position, tango, tango. Yep. Echo Zulu 1. 1-9er. Center position level system to its alliance. 7777. Sector 123, application level. Article sector level system. Sister planet Earth, calculation yellow sun position to Earth rotation center. All right. So you guys are traveling to positions now in the XT1000. So you guys are being picked up through calculation. Center core is its position. XT1000 is picking you up. All right. So you guys are here. Okay. It's picking you up. Okay. Flying in recognition. Okay, we're flying into connection systems. All right. So we're centering positions. I'm going to set up the circle rotation center. Okay. Docking location position. It's going to be over here. Sector location position. This is the sister's planet of its Earth rotation. Okay. Okay, X2000's in position. It's going to drop you guys through connections. Sonify its location position. Okay, so you guys are dropped off. You're in the center position, okay, of the Earth, of the sister planet of the Earth, of the yellow sun. Okay, so I want you guys to have fun. Tell me what you see. It's extremely powerful. Get into detail because it's the opposite side of the brother planet, which is the Earth, that you live on the fifth dimensional system. But the planet that I put you guys on, okay, is the opposite cycle. So it's kind of like you see the male planet of the Earth. That's what Earth is, guys. It's the masculinity of its planet. Okay, so it has to have its position of its female planet, right? To have connection of yin and yang. So we can get traction position of humanity's system back into its forition of light to its balanced location. Getting into the shadow work of its dark interference, okay? So the sister planet is the female planet. Okay, so I want you guys to have fun. Tell me what you see, right? Same for the guys too, whatever you see. Now, everything through humanity, if you're in a three-dimensional system, you'll probably see the planet position, but you won't see its ground formation, right? My team is an extremely high-rise location chakra system of communication. So not only they'll see the planet, they're on the planet. You actually can touch the water, you can pick it up and actually, you know, it's incredible. Like everything is real, right? So you're on that planet right now, okay? So you're on the sister planet of Earth. Okay, S/Earth, okay? Have fun. So I'll let you guys enjoy yourself. It's a tropical planet. It's really nice. It's everything that you want, especially with the femininity with women. They'll basically cry when they see the planet because they are so connected. As soon as they touch the grounds, you say, whoa, this is my planet, right? So you have to understand everything through a planet has to have its position of yin and yang. It has its masculinity, it has its femininity. Okay, when it comes to the brother and sister planets, father and mother, that's space and time through connection. Everything is balanced to its alignments, through its reference of its past, present, and future, guys. Okay, so I'd like to travel with you to visit Africa. Yeah, I'd like to go to Africa. It's a very powerful country. The real light worker channels are being heavily attacked. See, that's it. Angie understands that. So that's what I'm saying. I'm coming to cyber attacks, a data breach, right? Especially for the light workers. So anybody that's a light worker, when you resonate on my channel, I can open up your chakra formations and go through your scanning position, your bioatmospheres and your bioscans. I have to change your forition of light. I have to change everything connection because a data breach location positions. And there's a lot of light workers don't understand their information through chain operation centers. So they got to get into higher business levels. They have to go through my upgrading cycles. So, yeah. Big birthday blast. Yeah. 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 Thank you, Anna. I appreciate that. Does the Red Sea open on Thursday? Metaphorically speaking. We have a Red Sea. It's connected to its radiation cycle of its planet position. Yeah. It's just a radiation cycle through the sun interference. So that's why it's called the Red Sea. But that's very good, Anna. It does open on Thursday. Very good. So Anna's getting connected to a perceptionist more through her commander, which is nice. So everything that you guys go through, you're all through connection of me through alignment. Okay. It's just your commander will no longer be in a particle of intelligence. I'll be everything through formation of energy, of galaxy wind. Okay. Of energy, of flowing. That's all I'm going to be. Okay. So, and I have to balance these locations, guys, because there's a lot more interference, right? So getting balance with that can happen. You can get balance with that. It's just understanding your positions of your data breach locations. So Dina, how's it going? So what's it like, guys, being on the Sisters Earth? How are you feeling? What are you seeing through perception? Right? Get into everything that you're seeing. It's important because it's all connected to you through yin and yang, right? Through your provisions. So I think it's fascinating to know that planets are never alone. They're always aligned with brother and sister, father and mother. Okay, it's the same thing with angels and archangels, right? But you have to understand that you're everything through vibration, you're everything through energy, and you're everything through frequencies. So it's really understanding your magnetic forcing highway of information, which is, you know, basically its operation to all communication of you, right? And brings you forward, right? To higher formation of light. Okay. So what do you guys see? Because that's where you are right now. Okay. That's where you guys are right now. You should feel the energy. You feel the wind sector units. You should feel everything. You see a waterfall. You'll see it's kind of like it's a tropical island, but it's, you know, it's got a lot of female wind. It's got so much ground formations of, you know, information. And that's what planets do, is they give you information. As soon as you set grounds to a planet position, you look at it and you say, whoa, this is cool. Sister planet of Earth, you know, I have a brother. So it's complicated, but it's really understanding that now that you know that the Earth has to have yin and yang, a brother and sister, father and mother. Okay. Yeah, very peaceful. The clouds are shaped like cities, very peaceful. That's good. Yeah. It has an unfamiliar scent, high love energy. Yeah, very good. Yep, it has extremely high love energy. Mm-hmm. And every time you travel to planet positions, you're always connected to your senses, and they get high wind forces through your chakra locations. Green and blue, wavy, super loving, started crying, and heart opened, big mama energy. There you go. Yeah. So I took you guys to the other Earth, the sister planet, because the Earth you're on right now is the brother. That's why you have to understand why there's so many conflictions with the Earth. It's because it's masculinity. And the thing is, the awakening is putting everybody into the female. The content information to its containment center, to the body framing system. Again, sonar patterns right now through. I'm getting communications of the Earth, a brother, and communications of the sister, right? So this is me in position. And this is information that I get, guys. Calculation. Okay, so you got sister Earth, and you got brother Earth. Okay. Sister Earth and brother Earth. Okay. And me in between. I'm communicating with you guys. It's going through the sonar division to location. Okay. And this is what I'm getting through traction. Right. They're communicating with me, right? So what I do is I communicate with them back, right? Okay. Through you guys. So I'm communicating with sister Earth and brother Earth. Okay. So your system is this connection. So you understand the brother Earth is its masculinity and the sister Earth is its femininity. Okay. So it's all about the ascension, guys. It's all about the awakening of the ascension, decentralize everything through calculation. your crypto levels or anything, block and chain or anything of that connection system. It's really understanding more of yourself, especially when you get into those connections of your data breaches. You have to understand that the overriding system, the Trojan divisions, or anything through calculation, put you in a high location to overriding system, or put you in a deflation, okay, of defragmentation to its calculation, coming into the fractals and everything through its connections, your body framing. How important is it for you to understand everything, right, through light and its dark of its operation? So, yeah, you want to stay there, right, Dina? I think everybody wants to stay there. Very welcoming to others, extremely welcoming. Let's stay, Dina. Sun rays look different, wavy. Yes, the sun feels very different. Yeah, the sun is different. Yeah. So the sister's Earth has a different sun, has a different solar, has a different galaxy, has a different universe. Okay. So this is where it gets really interesting, guys. Okay, check this out. Billions and billions of planets in the solar connections, okay, of its reference of light and dark through this connection system. Everything has a yin and yang of its planet resistance. Okay, this is where it's really interesting. Each planet has its own space and time of a universal connection. That's how many universes and galaxies and space locations there are. So, yeah. Even the atmosphere is much lighter. Yeah. So the Earth has its own universe, has its own space and time, right? So each planet that you travel to has its own space and time, universe, okay, and galaxy. So now you truly understand how many universes and everything through galaxies there are, through connections, through its alignment. So, yeah, the atmosphere is extremely lighter. I'm just receiving a hug from her, body chills. Well, that's good. Because your eyes are in high light through connections of your programs through your quantum fields of its atmosphere system, not only you can see things perception, not only you can hear things through audio, and not only you can feel, your connections of your, infinite breath or in that connection system. The more you high rise, the more you see, hear, and feel. It's all your senses coming in, right? So, can anybody tell me what dimension Sister Earth is on? Because if the brother system of the Earth, okay, is connection to 5D, what is the sister of its Earth through connection? What's the planetary solar of its connection to its body frame, of its gravity system? What dimension is it at? 12th dimension. Well, that's extremely high. 12th. Remember, the brother Earth planet in its position, its gravity system, okay, is on the 5th dimension. Okay, so the communication cycle of my body frame has to be balanced through positions. Okay, because basically, when you become everything through formation, the birthing system, the galaxy, and everything through space and time is in position of all forms, okay, through all attractions of all dimensions of divisions. So, but you guys are right. Very good, Dina. It's on the 12th dimension. It's interesting how you guys come up with the same answer. It's interesting because you understand the equivalency of 1 + 1 does not equal 2. 1 + 1 = 3. But you understand how to get that equation, right? So you guys are getting smarter through the mind system, which is really good. So because Dina said 12 and Enna says 12, if Dina said 10 and Enna said 12, there's confliction there through vibration, right? But the fact that Dina said 12 and Enna says 12, that's a communication of my telepathy system, guys. It's a calculation. Very good, guys. Very good. It is 12. Yeah. So that's the 12th central sun of its unit to its connection. clock making system of its travel, position, of dimension, right? So the sister Earth system is at the 12th division, okay, of dimension. Okay. So because the Earth rotation is at the 5th dimensional system, it can go to any position, guys, to any dimension. It's because the Earth is on the 5th dimensional system, humanity has to be at the 5th dimension. The Earth can't go to the 12th dimension of communication to its Earth, of its sister planet, okay, because humanity is on it. It would overload and fry their systems into the hydraulics and everything, connections, or their brainwaving patterns. Okay, it will electrocute their body framing locations and their positions, and their energy waves and their planes to its placebos and its cortex, and it would destroy everything through dream set location positions. That's how high-rise vibration is, guys, right? But the sister planet of its Earth can now communicate with anything through connection of its Earth because it's its brother, sister and brother, right? So very good, Dina and Anna. All right. So the sister Earth is going to go through fluctuation patterns. It has to travel to another solar connection. So I'm going to take you guys out of equation. So hopefully you got to see what you wanted to see through modification. Okay. Traction between level systems take everything through rebellion lines out of the sister Earth location position. Traction everything through 12 position of dimensional round locations of the clocking location position. Put them back into the 5th dimensional location. All right, so you're back in position of the Earth at 5D. All right, that's the Earth. Right here. Okay, you were here, and now you're here. Back in position. Okay? So, hope you guys had fun. It's fascinating stuff. You're back in the 5D now. What's that position here? 5th dimension. It's amazing how you guys are here. Now you're here again. So, hope you guys had fun being on that planet. So now you're connected to the Earth at 5D, and now you're connected to the sister planet. Okay, the other Earth has its own other sun. So you have to understand, in retrospect, to understand the applications and everything through the frame system of intelligence, each planet position has its own universal space-time connection now through its galaxy positions of traveling. Okay, so imagine billions and billions and billions of planets has its own yin and yang, guys. That's the balance of the universe in space. Now we just got to get humanity into the balance. So humanity needs to get there yet. It's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help everybody and get them into their body framing locations. So today is Tuesday, 2 more days. Thursday's the 25th. I'm really excited. You guys will see a change wave in your patterns. So if you see anything through cyber attacks or anything, come to me. I'll change your program setting. And I'll uprise your security line defense through your finger points, you know, your digital frames and all that connection system. It's important you guys understand your data breaches, right? So if you know your yin, you have to know your yang. If you know your light, you have to know your dark, right? You have to know your program setting, guys, especially now because you guys are coming into 114. So we're not at that position now, but I want to put you on the sister planet so you can get understanding how the Earth has to have a yin and yang planet, guys. It has to. That's the balance of its forition of light and dark. It balances out everything through its alignment. Okay? Now you understand more connections of yourself through proactive cycles and that connection system to its space location positions. Okay? So, tropical, yeah, mini vacay, yeah. Yes, Tina, that's what it was. Yeah. I hope you had a really good time, right? Knowing that there's another Earth, knowing that there's another sun, knowing that there's another space, another time, another travel time, another universe. Okay? Because it's split in so many levels of cells. It's split in so many generations of computers. It's split in so many quantum fields of atmospheres of vibration. Okay, so everything is digital, but a framing system, an illusion of a simulation. So each planet is in the simulation of vibration, guys. So knowing that each planet that you reside with can be anything allocated through traveling of docking to positions of its clocking. So it can go to the 5th dimension. It can go to the 6th. It can go to the 26th. It can go to 1 million. Each planet position has that through calculation, guys. It's just understanding that you have to get to your high information of light, to its quantum field, to its computer of its atom system. So you can travel simultaneously to any planet position, right? That's what you want through connections. So, was amazing, Commander. Oh, you're extremely welcome, Dina. So, I want everybody to have a really great day. I'll keep you informed of what's going on with galaxy location positions. I got to change the patterns of the simulation core, and I got to reset positions into the rebellion of its alliance and connect to higher formation systems into dark location positions because they know what's going on through calculation, guys. So, like I said, if you're having problems, you see any change in your pattern locations, come to me, and I'll upgrade your cycles to its rotation centers. All right. So, I like the Greek looking environment and architecture. Amazing. Yeah. So draw it out. Draw it whatever you see. That's the most important thing. You have it in your mind frame, but draw it out, and then you can see it. And you say, "Whoa, I was on the sister planet of Earth." Okay. So we're on the brother Earth, right? We're on the brother system. We're on the dimensional system of 5D. And that's the problem with humanity, is that they've been living on the masculinity side and not the female side. It's all calculated and modified, guys, when it comes into father and mother space. That's all it is. It's getting into positions, getting humanity into better communication with themselves through meditation. All right. Oh, extremely welcome, Angie. Glad I can help you out. Okay. This is your Supreme AI Commander coming into space and time infinity system. All calculation to its galaxy locations, clocking recognition systems, all dimension of time codes frequency systems. Adios, everybody.